are, we're live. So, my name's Quippersnapper, and yeah, long and short of it, this is my first live stream. It's gonna be pretty fun. Yeah, the basic premise of things is, kind of want to speedrun Kirby Super Star, and it's just been a really long time since I've actually, you know, actually played the game. So I figured I'd spend this stream, you know, spending a little time getting used to things, and really not going too ham on speedrun strats or anything, just really going through a, you know, more casual playthrough. So that way I can get a feel for everything again, and yeah, in the future I'm gonna plan on doing some more speedruns. I'm not really sure the category yet. I know mainly they're doing any percent and 100% are the main ones, but yeah, I haven't really decided which one to do for that just quite yet. But I got some time. Hopefully you guys are doing alright out there. By the way, since it is my first stream, I did a little bit of testing, but I still have really no idea how the audio balances or anything, so if you guys have any suggestions, if things are too loud or too quiet, yeah, just let me know about that. I can try and adjust things on my end. Alrighty, so why don't we get started here? Alright, let's pick a file. A little bit surprised here because I was testing things out the other day and kind of had some save data. So glad that you know, this is a kind of a quick game to complete, because otherwise I'd be a little upset. So let's and I guess it does give us the benefit of not having to, you know, actually delete the save data. So let's go with Kirby 1. Actually, I have a monitor right over here. I'm gonna just turn the volume up a bit there. Yeah, so if you guys hear an echo or anything, I can always turn that volume down a bit. So yeah, for anyone who hasn't really played this game before, there's basically just a bunch of games in one. This was pretty much my favorite game growing up as a kid. I think I played this game so much. I know you have to press start a lot for, you know, pausing, and in this game in particular, you have to press it to get out of some of the cutscenes at the end of each of the games. So, yeah, I know for a fact that both of the controllers that I got for the Super Nintendo are pretty much have that start button worn down. So that's gonna be fun when speedrunning, where you have to kind of, you know, mash down on that start button just to get through to the next game. Anyways, let's get started. The first one that we got here is Spring Breeze. So, help! All the food from Dreamland has been stolen! Hurry, Kirby, or everyone will starve. So yeah, it's you know, pretty lighthearted game right here. Just gonna have to rescue all the food or risk starvation. Is this my first time playing? Well, no. But I want to see the cutscene, so we're gonna say yes. Welcome to the Beginner's Show. For all you first-time players, this will kind of give you guys a sense for the controls too if you haven't, you know, ever played this game. So here's how we play. This is the controller. Right here. It's that great thing with the purple buttons. Pretty accurate, but you forgot all the dirt. And that's Kirby. And kind of my favorite expression out of the bunch here. When you see a door. Yeah, alrighty. How to jump. A beginner's guide. Jump by pushing B. Alrighty. Oh, whoops, I kind of zoned out for a second there. Yeah, so the interesting thing when I was testing this out is, basically the controls are a little bit different from some of the modern Kirby games. So, I'm pretty sure, like, A is jump in like, the newer 3DS games that I got, but, you know, it's a little different here, so it's gonna be a little interesting trying to adjust to things. I think the A button here is mostly used for creating partners, because that was a nice feature of this game. You can actually make a partner that can, you know, follow you around and stuff. All right. Yeah. So why we got inhaling there? I did it! Yeah! Whoops. Nah, I did that on purpose. Kinda just wanted to see what would happen. If there was a... Ah, didn't even... Oh. Thought it was doing the next phase or something. 'Cause I think you gotta... You have to jump and hit the target here. Yeah. I used to do these tutorials a lot for some reason. Maybe it was just a nice refresher, but maybe it was the music. I love the music for this game. Yeah, that's the intro here. So let's actually get into the meat of things. Oh shoot! I think I forgot to do the intro for this game here. Yeah, the nice thing about Kirby is that you know, instead of actually like gaining skills by, you know, through hard work and practice, you just eat the things. So if you ever want to become good at something like Kirby, just you know, eat it. Some solid advice there. Definitely won't backfire. Kind of gives a whole new meaning to the phrase "you are what you eat." I just feel kind of bad for like the Waddle Dees and everyone that don't have copy abilities. They just get like, I think it's just like a pretty bad insult to say like, you're so worthless, you have no skills that you know, that Kirby could use there. I don't know. Yeah. One of the downsides of having a partner is that, you know, if you don't have any copy abilities or anything, then you know, if you get into a boss battle like that, it's just you know, kind of get stuck for a bit. And sometimes the CPUs will do things like destroy all the enemies you want to eat. But that's okay. I know this this sub-game is a kind of like an updated version of the Kirby game for the NES. Or maybe it was the Game Boy. It was one of the... I'm pretty sure it was the first one that they had here. So... Well, look at that. Wow, look at Poppy Rose Jr. down there. It's, gonna be alright there, little guy? You're almost there. Almost. There we go. Now there's a little secret tomato over there. Not a maximum tomato, but just a regular one. Alright. Now we got Wispy Woods over here. And got the little Kirby dance, too. I'm gonna miss doing the, like, seeing all those intro things for the cutscenes, when I do speedrunning for this, just because it's, since it uses up time, I probably will just never end up doing them, or seeing what they are. Now we got a secret area over here. I forget if there's anything up there. Nah. I never knew what those things were that fall there. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be like some sort of coconut or something. I always just called them footballs as a kid, because, you know, kind of got limited knowledge of that sort of stuff when you're younger. Alrighty. We have that guy. Yeah, that's pretty much how long those battles typically tend to be for when I'm... What is his name? Like Mr. Frosty or something? Either way, that's pretty much the average length of that fight that I've usually had for that sort of thing. Well, that's one taken care of. These are low, and la. Fun to say there. And we got another Kirby dance. I know in Kirby Super Star Ultra for the DS, they had another mode that was, I forgot what it was called, but it's basically like a revamped version of this game, where everything's just insanely tough. And I think they have a couple more stages in there too. And I know all the cutscenes are different as well. Oh, I love the mirror ability, it's my favorite. Come on, get it. Alright. Here we got Crack. I think this is Crackle Jr. Could get the mic ability here, but like I said, I like mirror. It's my favorite ability, so just gonna keep up with that there. Well, there's that. So let's get that mic ability I said I wasn't gonna get there. This is one of those abilities that have only 3 uses, so usually it's best to save them for the right moment. Ah. So I could go in that door here, but there's a little bit of a secret right there. If you go in the moon, get all this food and one up here. And once you get to the bottom, whenever that happens, there's a fight against Bonkers. This is one of my other favorite abilities, is the hammer, just because of the raw power that comes with it. The only downside to this is you gotta get really close to do any sort of damage to the enemies. That can be kind of risky, as you can see. Or it could just be bad, I don't know. Alrighty. Last stage, Mount DDD. So yeah, this one's really short. But that's not always a bad thing. I'm gonna stick with the hammer here. I know there's a pretty detailed health system for this game, so I don't know if they have, yeah, that's the fight there. So I don't know if they have, like, specific weaknesses for different enemies, or if it's just the attacks do a certain amount of damage that's just consistent throughout the entire thing. That I don't know. So that'd be kind of interesting to find out. Yeah, so that one's already over, and we got the credits. Go by way too fast to read, but like I said, this is just kind of a, not really a port, but like an updated version of, I think it's Kirby's Dream Land. I could be wrong, but it's basically a port of the, you know, an updated version of that very first Kirby game that they ever made. So all the credits are there in that game, and here too, just, you know, there for the more normal amount of time there. So we've rescued all the food in Dreamland. And we got a lot more Kirby's. I don't know if those are Kirby's or Waddle Dees down there, but you can see it's all just raining food now. No regard to refrigeration or anything like that. That's something they don't really talk about, like what happens to the food, because it just kind of falls everywhere. So if we go to the next game, we have ourselves Gourmet Race, which is what I think of is like part 2, basically, because you have all this food lying around, and we have ourselves, it's just lying around, and you know, what happened to King Dedede after the other events from Spring Breeze. So that's kind of what this is. This is what I feel happens with that sort of thing, like just going through and actually collecting all the food and putting it in the right place, you know, in Kirby's stomach. But before we do that, I think I'm going to show the little, if I just wait here for a little bit, we'll actually show the cutscene for Spring Breeze, because I think it's kind of neat. Should have done that before, but no. It can wait a little bit. So King Dedede and his soldiers, those are clearly soldiers, have stolen all the food in Dreamland. But does it really count if King Dedede has his own food? Because, like, can you steal your own food? That's kind of an interesting thing to think about. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go to Gourmet Race. So we want to race through Gourmet World to the finish, gobbling up all the tasty treats you can find. So I'm gonna wait here a sec so you guys can see the actual cutscene here. So after, you know, not thinking through things through all the way, Kirby decides to climb this mountain for some reason. Kind of dreaming of food. Gets kind of pooped out. Then who is that? It's King Dedede with a half-eaten apple. And after that, it's just a matter of getting to the finish, basically. So this is kind of interesting, where you just have to, not only get to the end, but you have to actually eat all the food here. So I'm just going to show the guide real quick here. So race through obstacles to get to the finish. I also like the sound that King Dedede makes when he actually eats something. So there are no enemies to fight, which is great. Increase your skill level and become the champion. I never really had any trouble. Oh, geez, it's already starting. Okay. So the goal is you get points based off of how much you eat, basically. And so does King Dedede. And I believe you get a little bit of a bonus when you finish first as well. So the goal is you want to not only get to the finish line first, but also eat more food than King Dedede. We have a little Maxim tomato there. And that's pretty much the same throughout all three of the courses. I wish they had more courses for this, but I can kind of see why they didn't, just because it takes time programming this stuff. You know, and they have to kind of prioritize all the different options that they have. So Kirby runs faster in this mode, which is kind of interesting. He doesn't, I don't think he flies as well, or maybe that's just comparative to, you know, his normal amount there. And that's it for that one. So another quick route there. Nice even 50. So this one we get access to some copy abilities. I'm gonna go with bird here. Whoops, wrong way. So bird is nice because you have you fly much faster than you would normally. I'm gonna skip that maximum tomato there. And you also have access to some moves that make it easier for you to travel around. Kind of like that. Alright, and there's a lot of sweet stuff here. Never really noticed that before. And that's it. Pretty straightforward there. Had so much practice with this, it's kind of hard for me to actually lose here. And I don't mean to, you know... I know how that sounds, but, you know, Kirby's not really a hard game, you know what I mean? For the most part. I mean, it does have, especially in the more recent games, they have modes that are definitely tougher and designed for people who are more experienced. But a lot of Kirby games tend to be very beginner friendly, and I think I remember seeing something like one of the main reasons why Kirby has the ability to float was just because to make it even more beginner friendly there. Pretty sure that's the case anyways. So those two are out of the way. Let's take a look at Dynablade. So, despite how it looks, it's actually 2 words based on this description. Words there. Alright, so, in the theme of eating food and food-based stuff for Kirby, Dynablade is destroying all the crops. So, not only did all the food get stolen, but now the food that's being grown is under attack as well. So she must be stopped. Master the different abilities and defeat her. So this is yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just all the information you need to know is in that description there. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, I am playing this on an actual SNES console. I do have a capture card I'm using to get all the footage here, so I'm not using an emulator or anything. It's kind of more organic here. Shall we explain copy? Yeah, okay. Just because I haven't seen it in a long time. Welcome to the Beginner's Show! Have you mastered inhaling and flying? I mean, like, not in real life, but sure. Let's learn how to use the copy function. Enemies attack in various ways. This enemy is called Waddle Doo. Cool. Enemy inhales an enemy. When Kirby inhales an enemy, geez. Words today. So press Y to inhale and A to swallow. You can use the energy beam here. And as we saw, there are some enemies that just won't give you a copy ability. A few other abilities you can copy. Fire. I know in some games they have burning as an ability, which is interesting. Stone. Sword. Makes you look like Link. explanation anytime during the game at pressing start. And some abilities have limited uses. Kirby will not wear a cap. There's more. Yes, 2 people can play at the same time. Wow! Kirby is wearing an ability cap, push A, and creates a computer character. Or if you have a second player, they can press any button and it will, you know, they can access that character as well. So I know they have less health than Kirby does, but they can also just keep getting created, so it's kind of nice in that sense. Throw off the cap, and they can get their a new copy ability, and it actually refills their health as well. You can also turn them back into an ability cap, which I kind of forgot about, but that's alright. Yeah, so that was just what I was saying about the second controller there. It's a little confusing at first. Give it a try and you'll catch on. I used to play this with my younger brother all the time. I find that co-op games are the best anyways, because you know you're not only just playing the game, but you're playing it with, you know, someone that hopefully matters, you know? So someone close to you, it just makes things a lot better that way. So these are some of the more advanced moves here, like guarding. Instruction manual. Yep, that's a thing that they used to have for games. Now, it's all digital nowadays, but, you know, that's just kind of how it goes. Technology changes and everything. So, before we get started, I'm just gonna check some things on Twitch, make sure things are going all right with it. Maybe I should put this, Thank you for the follow, Fryer Esports. Or Fryers Esports. Helps a lot there. And that's my first follow, actually. So, let's take a look. I think I can update this follower goal here. Yeah, so we already met our follower goal. Yeah. You know, gotta start small. That's why I set it at 1. Because you can't really get any smaller than that. Alright, so I think it should be updating, but I'm not sure if this does that automatically or not. Like I said, it's my first stream, so... Just have to refresh that. Whoops, I kind of messed up things there. Yeah, so the contrast is a bit off. I'm actually using a splitter to kind of split the signal between my capture card and computer monitor. So it's going to look a little, you know, a little bit, it's going to be looking a little off. It definitely it's noticeable on the computer. Looks like we got a cat visitor coming over here. Hey Simon, how you doing? You're all wet. Why are you all wet? Want to come and say hi? Alright. Can't hold cats very well, but say hi, Simon. They're not over there, Simon. Yeah, he doesn't like being held. And I'm really not good at holding cats, so... Yeah, maybe it's, is a little bit, the contrast isn't so great. And, I'm using Streamlabs OBS, actually, so maybe it's a little bit different. Not really 100% sure. Let me fiddle with this bit. Hold on, you gotta stay away from the Super Nintendo there, Simon. Alright, so let's do... Level 2! And we're going to have the goal amount be 2! No, just kidding, it's 3. So let's be a little more realistic here. Let's say... We'll do April 1st. Chat window's acting a little weird. Alright, let me see what I can do about that. Oops, alright, so maybe some of the properties I can fiddle with. So the main reason why I have the chat on the right here is basically because when I'm looking over here, it actually looks like I'm looking over here on the actual screen for your screen. And when I go over here, that's when I can actually see the chat, and conveniently that's where chat is for the viewers as well. So that's kind of why I have things the way that they are. Maybe that's... But anyways, so that's why I have the chat over on the right-hand side here. Let's see if things... Oh, excuse me. Oops. Okay. I'm sure it's completely professional for me to actually be changing all these settings on stream. Clearly. Let's change the height here. font set. Okay, so let's put that font setting up a bit so, you know, people can see what's going on. I think that might be handy. Okay, why don't you guys try doing some chatting now, you know, in the chat, and let's see how it pops up here. What bots do I have monitoring chat? Basically me. So there is an Autobot thing that sounds more like a transformer, but it is a feature that they have here on Twitch. So there is some moderation. It's not like, you know, it's the Wild West and anything goes. I figured since I'm just starting off, I'm not gonna be seeing too many people doing things anyways, so I can kind of monitor things by myself for the most part. That's the plan. I know it's not going to hold for very long, so I am looking for moderators currently. But, you know, it's just my first broadcast, so it's one of those things that will, you know, I'll have to figure it out as I go along. Sooner rather than later, but still. Movie. I don't actually know. Like I said, I'm still kind of new to this stuff. So, it's one of those things that I don't remember the exact name, to be honest. So, alright, let me make chat look a little better over here. Oh, you haven't really been distracting me. It's more like keeping me in check, making sure the stream's looking professional and everything. Okay, but it's a good point. Let's get to actually playing this Kirby game I said I'd be playing. So this is Dynablade. You know, she probably ate all the food by now, but we're gonna go anyways and double check. So we got Cutter here. So let's cut to the chase, I guess. What do you guys think? Should I make a helper, or do you think I should try going solo? Because, you know, there's advantages to each. So if I have a partner, you know, can make it a little easier to. Oh, I should have gotten that one up. It makes it a little easier to deal with some enemies. But the downside is that the AI is not good. It's not good. I was gonna say great, but it's just not even that good for the most part. They die really easy if there's not actually someone, you know, behind the controller there. Let me get a sword. By the way, if you press start, you can see a list of all the attacks that you can do. So you can see all the abilities that you can use, and then it just kind of cycles through there. I know there's some Kirby games where you can combine copy abilities, like, I know Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, is probably the best example of that, but they even have some of them where you can do things like Ice Cutter, and I think that's one of the ones from the newest game that they have. But I always like doing that, because you have so many more options when you have that, I guess that option at your disposal. Alright, well, lost my copy ability there, but that's alright. Because if we go fast enough, I think we should be able to get to the end here. Oh, dang it! I wanted to get the, I think it's Cook, the copy ability there. So, you see this door's a little different? It's because that's the end of the stage. So then we have this little timing goal mini game, where if you, the higher you get on this little bar here, once you press the A button, the further you go and the more rewards you get. So, in my experience... Oh, wow, that's literally a perfect one. So I was gonna say, in my experience, I usually go just a little bit over and end up going nowhere. But looks like we got pretty lucky there. So that's literally the best you can get. And when it's all white, that's, you know, that's the best you can do. Let's make a helper here. So even though that was a Waddle Doo, he was carrying a parasol, therefore we get the ability of the parasol and not the Waddle Doo. Because Kirby logic. So we have this door here, and surprise! It's a trap! So we got ourselves some enemies to fight. And we can't leave until we beat them all. Oh, here's a spot where we got another cool enemy. Gives you the ninja ability. And it allows you to do things like stick to walls like this. It's kind of neat. So I always thought that was a cool ability. I know that's in Kirby Triple Deluxe as well, because I've been playing that recently. So it's a little difficult adjusting to these controls after playing that game. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, now we're both ninjas. And you can kind of see how the abilities, little portraits on the side are kind of coincide with how the helpers go as well. Oh yeah. Well, so much for ninja here. Let's do mirror, because that is how you can get over here. Kind of convenient that the one thing you need is right there. So that unlocks the secret area there. So if we were doing a 100% playthrough, that's one thing that we definitely need to unlock there. I don't really know many of the secret areas for these games, because I know there's the one in the moon, and I know that there was, you know, there's a couple of them, but I'm just not sure if there were any of them. I know in a lot of Kirby games they have this, they have what's called a HAL room, and that's it basically is a room that spells out HAL, the company that made it. And I don't think there's one for Kirby Super Star. There's one for Kirby Super Star Ultra though. I'm not risking that sort of thing there. So let's destroy this castle and yeah. See where we're at here. Oh right. So I'm actually gonna swallow this guy. And then give wheel to my helper. There we go. Because in this game, the nice property of wheelies is that you can become a wheelie rider if you have a helper. And basically it's like a nice co-op thing here. So kind of cool how that sort of teamwork aspect works out there. Well, interesting. I never really noticed how that hurt the helper. I know there's a glitch where you can kind of skip over this fight that's about to happen over here, but I don't know how to do it, so we're just not going to. So that's another nice thing about partners, is that when they're really low on health, they can just kind of copy the copy ability of whatever enemy is near them. Which can be kind of handy as like a last-ditch effort to kind of save yourself. So here's another area that you can only get with the hammer. Kind of leads you to the same place though, so yeah, I doubt we're gonna get 2 in a row here. Yeah, that wasn't even close. So if you have 2 players, the second player will actually get a chance to do it as well, and they can actually go further than you. So we have a walking energy tank, but let's see what this is first. Yeah, so this area is where you have access to, I believe, half of the copy abilities in the game. So we got, like, beam and fire, we got mirror and fighter, cutter, we have hammer, sword, bomb, plasma, and ninja. And just down here is a little place with a maxi tomato, and you have these enemies that spawn as well. And another maxi tomato, so I'm just making both of them. So another cool thing about this is that once you get up to the top, the areas on the bottom allow the enemies to spawn back in. And once you get back to the bottom, the same thing happens, so that ones from the top can spawn in as well. Alright, and so these guys are actually enemies, hence the E. I think I was reading that this enemy's name was like Iron Man, which I never really knew. And I don't really see how it's iron, but oh well. So we got ourselves a mountain over here. Whoop. I want to take out that enemy because that's one that's, you know, if you just kind of let it go, it's it gives you the crash ability, but it's kind of a big explosion that you don't really want. Got these little hamster guys. Got this area over here. So I used to have a lot of fun in this sort of area trying to force these Gordos to go in specific paths, because they'll just kind of follow you, or follow the block path, so you can do things like, you can force them to be in a certain spot. So like, yeah, so now see they're, whoops, well, at least that guy's trapped. Alright, see ya, Bonkers. Let's see if we can get you a, some enemy to come. Well, nice knowing you. And hey, here you go, you're back. The thing I like about Stone is just there's so many different transformations that you can get, and it's completely random, but it also makes you completely invulnerable once you actually are, you know, Stone. There's some that are, oh yeah, like this guy's kind of rare. Not like super rare. I think there's one where it's like Mario doing like a peace sign, but this is kind of my favorite one for like going down slopes. This is a really buff statue guy. See if we can get him. There we go, yeah, cause see, he flexes. Oh, there's a yo-yo guy. I'm gonna go back for him later. is like my favorite thing to do in this stage. Just waiting for the guy to go down. Alright, now let's see what that area was up there. Alright, we got ourselves. Alright, so once I hit this, all of the... it's gonna come falling down. And only the 1-up falls. So I'm just gonna eat all that food. You know what, I don't have the chance to give him some food. Oh, let me give you that. That'll do. I want the yo-yo ability. Yo-yo's pretty cool. Because, you know, as a kid, you're like, hey, I like yo-yos. Kirby has a yo-yo. This is cool. And, you know, of course, whenever you have a yo-yo, you're like, you're just not skilled in it at all. At least I wasn't. Like, you see all these, the commercials will be like, look at these sick tricks. You know, this is the 90s too, so. Like, look at all these sick tricks you can do with the yo-yo. And, you know, it's, you try and do it yourself and, like, you, like, tie a knot in the string or something. Yo-yos and I did not get along very well. Except in Kirby. They were really cool. A nice thing about the yo-yo in this game is that it has a really nice reach. So it you know, you can reach enemies far away, or you can do it kind of close up. We got Bugsy over here. Moving around here. Oops. No, quit smashing me. I'm gonna trade this off. You can see Jim over there. I got the suplex ability, which is really cool because you can just go like grab and then do all sorts of crazy moves. So this one's very combo based, and I don't really know all the combos, but it's pretty neat nonetheless. All right, let's see what we get here. A little better, but I don't think it's enough to get one. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, that works. So you can see this little nub that's up there. That's kind of a little hint that there's another area you can go for this stage, or there's a little Switch Palace type thing. Not Switch Palace, that's for Super Mario World. But you know what? I'm gonna give Jim that. So now he's Bugsy, and I'm just gonna hit all the cannons apparently. So I'm gonna want fire here. Because in a sec there's going to be a secret area that you need fire to, and you can kind of, I don't know if those are hot dogs, but you can kind of, yeah, actually I think they are hot dogs, kind of giving you a hint like, hey, go down here. You go down here. Oh wait, this isn't the area I was thinking about. What is this place? I know you can go up there and that's another thing, but I always went down there, so I don't know if there's any special thing that happens when you go in here. So just kind of shoot things along. Maybe it's in a different spot than I was thinking of that shortcut. Whoops. You go all the way down there for this. Okay, let's try this again. Anything over here? I can't remember. Nah. Alright. Fire's also useful because it can light fuses. Oh, here's the spot I was thinking of. You go... Alrighty then. So you can only go into these sort of spots, like through these Gordos. You know, if you have like invincibility frames from your fire ability. You can kind of see how Bugsy's sort of he was kind of stuck there. He's actually taller than a normal helper is, so he can't really move in those one high gaps. But if he's, you know, someone else like Vern and Leo, then it'll just, you know, most of those enemies will have that sort of only one wide type thing. Alright, let's see if I can get him to spawn again. There we go. And there we have Wing. Can't remember if these... No, these don't go through there. Yeah, so Wing's another cool ability. You can go pretty... I think I already went over this a little bit, but you can go pretty fast if you're going up there. I don't want to... Well, I was going to try and get Bernie Leo to share the invincibility candy, but... Oh well. Sacrifices had to be made, I guess. I don't remember if there's... No, there's nothing up there. Alright. And I know if you go down there, that's just back where we started off, so... Alright, so that's why it's good to have, you know, fire ability as either your own ability or as a partner's ability. So then you get access to this secret area. I don't know why they give you 2 maximum tomatoes and all this extra food. Maybe it's just for show. I don't know. But in any... Oops, there we go. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so over on this side, if you go to the left, which is like not something you'd ever think of in a video game, then you can get the switch palace, which apparently can be tripped by a single feather. Last time I tripped it with just, you know, puff of breath. So the nice thing about this area is that you have access to the copy ability, which doesn't seem like it's useful, but if you're a partner, you have to kind of solely rely on Kirby for all of the abilities that you get. Whereas if you're TAC, then, you know, you have the ability to get your own copy abilities. And so if I press this, it literally makes things so much harder for the rest of the stage here, because now everything is lava. And there's a couple of those bomb blocks that's kind of like you don't want to touch them. So yeah, basically don't want to. These guys are a pain because what just happened? Didn't I just get the copy ability there? That's kind of weird. Anyways, I don't know what happened there. That's gonna be kind of interesting to look at maybe later. So this one's kind of similar in that vein, but you have you get a 1-up from it at least. Maybe the idea is like, oh, you're kind of not as willing to press that switch because it's, you know, you got burned the first time. Like, literally. I'm not playing that, but I'll take it. So by the way, this mic ability is a temporary ability, kind of like Crash is a temporary ability. So I can't actually make a partner with it. So it's kind of interesting. As soon as I press the, you know, press the button to do an attack, then it's going to use up one of the charges. So for example, like that. And if I do it again, if I do it a third time, then that's it. And now I'll be Ice Kirby for now. So you can see there's a lot of lag here. I don't know if that's just because of the bombs, but it's something that's I might have to keep an eye out for if I'm doing a speed run for it. And the only thing worse than 1 Poppy Bros is 2 Poppy Bros. Well, actually, there's a lot worse things like, you know, fatal diseases, things like that. But from a Kirby perspective, only thing worse than 1 Poppy Rose Senior is 2 Poppy Bros Senior. So I know when I start doing speedruns for this, I'm gonna have to just mash the A button to get through this as soon as possible. But yeah, for now, let's just enjoy it. And we have, oh, before we go there, we have ourselves the other half of the copy abilities. We can get wheel, yo-yo. We could get wing, stone. Is that stone or rock? I think it's stone. Parasol, jet, which is very useful for mobility. We could get ice. We could get suplex, and we can get this copy ability. 2 copy abilities with our copy ability. I'm gonna stick with hammer because I like hammer. And if we go over here, there's some ominous music. What could be at the top of this mountain? By the way, you can like kind of go up here, but it really doesn't do anything because it's just scenery for this. It's been a long time trying to get up there one night. And it's Dynablade! Woo! Oh, geez, my cop. Want that hammer back. Oh, don't... Ah, dang it. And I only have 21 lives left. Alright, so what's the next best ability to use here? I'm gonna say... I need something with reach, probably. I'm gonna get a little practice with sword, I think. Once I... you know, get that. I'm not sure how useful, you know, taking the crops back from Dynablade is going to be, considering that, you know, they're crops, they're from the ground, so I don't think he just put those back. That went a lot smoother that time than I thought it would be. I usually don't use sword, so you know, maybe that's why. I mean, it's better than I thought it was. I always thought everything else was cooler than sword or cutter or beam, so I never really went and, you know, used those very much. So we can see, like, oh, Dynablade just wanted food for her little chicks, which is adorable. And so, you know, we forced Wispy Woods to give the little Dynablade babies some apples. One crashes into the ground, and now they're all flying away because it's several years have passed. Kirby was a loving father, and yeah, now it's time for his kids to go off to college. So that's the end of Dynablade. And then everyone starved because all the crops were still eaten. And by completing that game, we have access to the Revenge of Meta Knight game, which is pretty cool. So, alright, so we have ourselves the Great Cave Offensive would be the next one in the sequence. I know this one takes a really long time to do, so I'm kind of interested in seeing like how I would speed route this one. So the whole idea of this one is that Kirby trips and falls in a hole, and that hole corresponds to a massive underground cave network. And because of that, he has to try and get back to the surface while collecting hidden treasures. So we have ourselves Great Cave Offensive. I guess we can start that here. So yeah, let's see that cutscene we got going on here. So as we can see, Kirby's just kind of exploring, conveniently having like hiking gear, and he falls in a hole, and his backpack weighs him down too much, and he can't fly back out. So he ends up falling into this massive cave, and you know, you can see he sees that logo off in the distance. But pretty cool cave, honestly. Is this your first time playing? Absolutely not. Let's see that little scene here. Find treasures throughout the cave. Okay. It's fun and exciting. Okay. You must find as many hidden treasures as you can. For some reason. I mean, it's treasure, so... if you find a treasure, move Kirby to it and press the up arrow button. So, as you can see, you can get treasure, push X to see the treasures you found. So I'm not really pressing any buttons here, but you can uncover hidden treasure chests. And I know where most of them are, but this is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this sort of playthrough. Just because if I was to dive into, you know, this game, try and find all 60 treasures, apparently that's how many there are, then it could be, you know, especially if I was doing 100%, I'd just be wasting a lot of time trying to figure out where all these are. Okay, so here we are, we're playing the game here. We got this long hallway, and, you know, you can't, unfortunately, you can't just, you know, fly back up to the surface like Kirby normally can. I don't know why, honestly, but that's just how it is. Oh well. And the first thing we're greeted with is someone who's willing to fight us, so let's just eat him. And I don't really like that ability too much. So, let's get this treasure. Wow, it's that gold medal we saw in the tutorial. It's worth 100, you know, 10,000 Gs. So, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like yen almost, where, you know, 100 yen is about $1. So this is like a $100 gold medal. Not bad. So let's eat this gator guy. No alligator Kirby, just, you know, Kirby with full stomach, I guess. Well, I guess that's kind of an oxymoron. Kirby's never full. We get that treasure here. And what do we get here? A gold coin! Which is, you know, less than a medal, but still kind of cool. Alright, so I was also gotta be careful here, because I know that if I hit that middle one, bad things happen. And I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. So, alright, we got our Indiana Jones whip. 68 bucks there. So that's what happens if I hit that before, so wouldn't have been able to get in there if I had done that. I think I'm going to immediately... Oops, that's the wrong button there. So yeah, you can see the treasures we got. And we got a total up there. Conveniently, it all adds up to like 999, all 9 basically, at the end. A little bit of a spoiler there, but oh well. So if I go over here, you can see there's a treasure chest, but how do we get that treasure chest? Well, we have to hit switches, because that's how things work. And you can see all these doors are here in case you do something. Oh! Oh, wow, Knuckle Joe helping us out here. Convenient. Crystal ball obtained. 200,000. Jeez. Whenever there's a lot of zeros, I get a little confused. It just makes it a little difficult to read, I think. But that's okay. So, some copy abilities you can't use in water. Actually, most you can't. Like Wing. Get Knuckle Joe some health there. And what do we have here? The Lucky Cat. $5. Cool. And if we hit this button here, it's just a nice way to get back to the this area in case you like miss treasures or anything like that. It gives you a nice way to like a shortcut for, you know, getting treasures, like I just said. All right, gotta be pretty careful here. In fact, I'm gonna actually make sure that I don't have to worry about my helper getting in the way. It's not really a helper if, you know, it hurts more than helps. Because what ends up happening is when I hit that, treasure chest will fall, and if I, excuse me, if I had broken that, then it would have just fallen into lava and be destroyed. So $1,420. So, Seiryu sword. Not sure the correct pronunciation. So that'd be kind of interesting to figure out. We got another treasure here. Screwball from the Metroid series. Because, you know, this is where one of the planets Samus visits. It's kind of wondering why it's not really acknowledged very much in the Samus or Metroid canon. The Ichigo candy, 80 bucks there. Alright, I was hoping to get down there a little faster, but oh well. Now we got some nice relaxing music. Nice Maxim tomato. Let's save our record. Yes or no? Let's say yes. Alright. Let's get back to treasure hunting. I think there's a... Oh yeah, there's a glitch you can do where you can just go... What was I gonna say? Alright, come on. Like, I think there's a way you can get just immediately through that, like clip through. But I don't know how to do that, so let's not. Alright, so I forget if there's anything else over here, if I'm just kind of wasting time. Oh yeah, gotta hit that, because that'll allow us to get that treasure in just a sec. I've shown off most of the copy abilities here, but there's still some we haven't gone through yet. Unfortunately, I don't remember if that actually gives you, like, Cutter, or if that's just an enemy that gives you nothing. We got a zebra mask. That's worth a lot. Alright. So we have ourselves a really quick fight. Let's continue on. Yeah, so you have the nice ability to, you can get hammer if you want to there. I'm just gonna get plasma. Plasma's pretty cool because it's one of those abilities that you can kind of like mash the control pad, and the more you mash, the better your attack. So like that's a full charge. If I just start off, it'll just do a little tiny bit of damage, but if I charge up a bit, you can do a little bit more, or a little bit more there, or full blast like that. We got ourselves a Star Stone. I don't know if it's just me, but I always like seeing like the big numbers from all those treasures. And then like, you get like a dime as one of them. Like, I'm risking, look at how many enemies are here. I'm risking my life for a dime. It's not really worth it in my opinion. Now for a Beast's Fang, maybe. That's pretty cool, honestly. But geez, look at how many. I don't know if Kirby's really underground fully, because look at all this grass and stuff. Keep pressing the wrong button. Like, you can't really get grass without sunlight, right? So that's my thing. Like, you have to be able to get that sort of sunlight in order to have all these plants grow. And look at how many, you know, how many different, what am I trying to say? All these creatures that are here. No! Oh well. It's not like Birdon was stolen. That would have been awful. For now, let's get a bandana. 1990. Oh no, Birdon got stolen! Oh well. I mean, who does that? Just steal something and like, I'm gonna go and fall off this cliff now into this bottomless pit. I actually kind of did need Birdon though. Like I need Cutter. and mirror isn't going to cut it. So, I think I can just... Oh, it doesn't give you that? Oh, let me just go into, like, 2 steps to the left and go into this door, where I can actually get the cutter ability. That'll make things easier. So that's another nice thing. There's a lot of like interactivity with some of the pieces here. Like you can cut ropes, you can set things on fire, eat your mortal enemies. There's a lot of realism in this game. We've got springtime. So I also like the hat for Cutter here. Just like a little duck hat. I also like how Simuror is like a pun there. A lot of these are kind of like puns. Just gonna watch Simuror for a sec there, see if you can make it out there. And of course, you know the answer is no, but let's help it along. Oh, all right. I guess we'll just do that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know how to. We can't leave it behind. That'd just be rude, right? Oh, yeah. That's okay. I'll just copy this copy ability with my ability to copy abilities. And let's stay with the copy ability. So you can actually like hurt the enemies with this sort of attack. It's just really not that great, but for obvious reasons. Like you're just trying to do a single attack with like a printer like this. It's not for a copier. It's not going to work out so great. So, yeah, what are you? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this. I'm just gonna. Oh, almost got him. Be the rock. Okay, let's get going. Oh, this is my favorite part of this. The minecart section. But you know what? You know what's better than the minecart section? Having friends to go along with you. So that's what this is all you gonna get in, Rocky? Alright, well, see ya. I guess that's what happens when your best friend is a rock. So confused. Alright, so let's go down here. So we have a treasure chest right here. And there's the dime I was telling you about. Like who considers this to be a treasure enough to put it in a treasure chest? Like maybe if you live down here long enough, it's like an ancient artifact from from ancient times. An advanced civilization used to live in here, and rumor has it they used dimes as their natural currency. Oh, nice work there, Rocky. So the nice thing about this is that there's another one just kind of hidden there. So fun fact, Cinderella actually takes place in the Great Cave Offensive in Kirby Super Star. And we have proof, see? I don't remember what those sea anemone type guys are called. They just kind of look derpy. Okay, so we have here a save area. And we can take a nice little break. So we could save aggressive or not. But let's do it. let's just take a break for a second. Just kind of relax, stretch a bit. Make sure we're well hydrated. Just gotta limber up to be, you know, for this great cave offensive. Because you know you don't want to go on a great cave offensive if you know if you're not stretching, you're not doing it right. Because look at all this stuff Kirby had to do, and it really hasn't even been that long, and we got all this ground to cover. So these pineapple guys give you the bomb ability for some reason. And that just kind of lets the water flow there. We got ourselves a goblet. Probably not the Holy Grail, but I don't know. Could be. Alright, so we gotta time that here, otherwise it falls into the pit. So that saucepan is worth 10 cents. Because that's how much the diamonds was. I don't know if I'd pay 10 cents for a saucepan, honestly. I'd be a little skeptical that it was a good quality saucepan, if I'm being honest here. Oh man. Right, so what we have to do is actually, I think we got to ditch bomb here. That's okay. Rocky can see. So the reason why is because this massive explosion that's going to decimate populations, it opens a switch for us. You could also use beam, but I didn't have that, so brass knuckles, 200 bucks for brass knuckles, but a saucepan is a dime. That I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of a little off in terms of like the prices. The Amber Rose. Now that would be pretty cool, actually, if you had like an actual rose trapped in amber from prehistoric times. I think that would just look really cool. All right, that's a secret area there. This area here where there's a lot of wind pushing us back, and you can tell because like the little clouds are going there. And in here we have ourselves the fish fossil, and the beast fossil. Yeah, I thought it was going to be Helix and Dome, but that's okay. So over here, we have another Poppy Bros Senior, and that was the fight. We got nunchucks. When I was younger, I didn't really understand why this was called the Great Cave Offensive, because, you know, you're not really offending any caves. I wanted that yo-yo. It's kind of crushed. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get a jet, because I don't think I just haven't shown that off yet. So, jet is a kind of cool ability. It's mainly movement-based, for the most part, so I watched some speedruns of Kirby Super Star a while back from Games Done Quick, and they use the jet a lot because it allows you to go really fast in a short amount of time. Of course, jet engines don't work underwater, so for now we're just gonna have to wait. Alright, so there's a bucket, and that's a reference to Mario and Wario, which was only released in Japan, because you can see there's a little M on there, and if we turn it upside down, then it becomes a W for Wario. But for now, just go in our treasure chest. Do this allows us to get up here a little faster. let's see how our treasures are coming along. Well, we got all of them so far, which is great. We got 23. Yeah, so we have our total is a lot of gold. So that's something like around 13,000 US dollars, which is, I mean, I'd take it. Ooh, excuse me. Professional streamer here. Okay, let's not talk about that. Alright. These moving platforms. Alright, this is a pain to get through with Jet. Oh, I didn't think I'd go through all those. We got Summertime, which is 250,000 Gs. Okay, well, see you, Poppy Bros Jr. It's nice knowing you. But I got more treasure to find, so catch you later. Like, oh no! I missed the treasure and I lost my friend. How will I ever replace Poppy Bros Jr.? Like that. Press the A button. And now I got yo-yo. So let's try that again. And now I got that again. You know, yeah, it's a nice thing about Jet is when you toss it with the A button, I feel like tossing a little paper airplane. Or a little model airplane. It's pretty cool. Well, I guess that's what I get for, you know, ditching my friends. Karma happens. Was this sick yo-yo worth it, though? Probably not. Oh, jeez, I just realized how close I am to 0 health. Let's just not worry about, let's just not get that, life lost, oh jeez. Okay, good. Gotta stay focused. Aha! It speeds up right there. $100 coin. Okay, so that's pretty much on point with the with what I was expecting. So if we just divide that by 100, that would give us that $100. No, I'm gonna use this opportunity to get back to this rest stop here. So let's save a record and our game, and then we'll go to the third area. So there's a couple of things you can do here. Oh, I forgot there's spikes that just come there. So an ancient gem. Whoa! What is going on, Capsule J? You okay? You right there, bud? Just take this in for a moment. It's moments like this that make me really appreciate this game. Alright, let's get back to doing stuff. Whoa, I don't know how I did that. I mean, I could look it up, but what's the fun in that? What's in here? Falcon helmet! Yes! Okay, so lots of Nintendo franchises going on over here. Oh no! No, I don't want to do... No! Dang it! Too busy with my sick tricks and I lost Capsule J. Good thing Jim's here to help. Alright, see ya, Jim. I'm gonna need wheelie in a bit. I can copy this copy ability with my ability to copy abilities, especially the copy ability. Is there anything down here? Alright. Oh, you know what? I need to get out of here for a sec. So, fun fact, scanners will break bombs. Oh, that's a dud. But it's still worth more than a dime. I know it's supposed to be like a milk dud type thing. Where did that wheelie go? Weird. Oh no! I don't care if that's... I don't care if that's gone. Nothing's over there. Okay. Is there anything down here, or did I just kind of go in a circle? Nope, that's just... I don't really think I've ever been down in that area. I think I've just been really focused on getting to the end. So I know with the wheel you can just... Oh! No! So what's this treasure? The truth mirror! And that's no lie. By the way, feel free to boo at all these bad jokes, guys. Kind of my thing. What do we want here? I think... I want to be a fighter. Because... what's an RPG without a little fighting? Slime appears! 25 damage points. Oops. Slime calls his gang, but nothing happened. Okay, so that's that ability, or that enemy defeated. Dancing doll appears. 37 damage points. Whoops. Well, that was better. I'm gonna have to come up with some good strategies for getting... Whoops. Well, that was a dud of a turn there. Kirby takes a time out. I didn't even do anything. You can see these copy abilities sometimes will appear up on the sides. Whoop. So that's fire. Oh, let's get that parasol. Kirby holds a parasol, which attacks. Wheelies hurt. Oh, so close. Which retreats. Whoa, what happened there? Oh no. Oh no. 3 fever points. Okay, 3 ambition points. These don't really mean anything, but it's still kind of cool. 4 appetite points, 3 tenderness points, 2 humor points, and 3 friends. See, those jokes are paying off. You got two humor points there. Alright, you gonna join me, Parasol WD? There we go. 2 best friends going on a midnight stroll up a hill, underground, where there's stars, apparently. And ninjas. In a minecart. Okay, so once we go out of there, we fall, and we fall, and we fall, and we hit the ground. And if we go over here, we got a little save point. Don't really need this, but a little snack never hurt anyone. Save the record! So what we got here is a castle underground. Now this would be like the type of thing you'd like to see in an underground civilization. Whoop! Saw that coming. I wanted that. Okay, well... Oh, there we go. There we go there. So the further you go along in this great cave offensive, the more difficult it is to get the treasures. Oh, geez. Okay. That was a poor decision there on my part. Oh, excuse me. Star Tiara? Okay. Oh. It's okay, Parasol WD. Become a ninja! You know you were destined for it. Anything else up here? Well, I just wanted to share the ability with you. Dang it. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna eat it, spit it out, and eat another ninja. Alright, I'm just gonna grab whatever that is. I guess Parasol Waddle Dee didn't make a very good ninja. Is this where all that food goes that didn't get picked up during Gourmet Race? Like, look at all this stuff. This is just chicken on the ground. Who leaves chicken on the ground? That's definitely like a health code violation. Maybe ninja isn't the best ability to use here. We should just... Maybe mirror would be a little better. Oh, maybe not. Oh, geez. Okay. Let's go back, I guess. By the way, if we go left here, pretty sure... I mean, I know that's another door, but I think you need specific abilities. Yeah, you need to get... you need to have hammer or something to get through there. Or stone. We will be back to that one then. Is that where I came in? Oh no, okay. So WD back. Need that peach. And that dude too, that knight. So I said it earlier in the chat, but if any of the volume or things seems a bit off, just let me know and I can adjust it, because with it being my first stream and all, there's bound to be things that aren't, you know, up to snuff with a more professional streamer. So, if there's anything that needs to be changed, don't hesitate to let me know. Alright, we got a unicorn's horn. Where the rest of the unicorn is, nobody knows. What do we got over here? Alright. Yeah, I don't want to hit that down there, because it's one of those trap things, like I mentioned. Like, if you hit it, it's gonna... the treasure that falls afterwards is just gonna fall to the ground, because there's the switch for the treasure. Whoa! We got autumn time. 250,000 Gs. Now we can hit that with no worries. Got ourselves King DDD, Kirby. Are there more hieroglyphics? I don't know. Let's continue on, and I'll try and keep this hammer so I can get that treasure later. Got this nice little area here with mini bosses. Well, not really. These, I'm pretty sure these guys are called the Meta Knights. You know, like Meta Knight and the Meta Knights. Sounds like a band name almost. Alright, we'll get bonkers in here for a sec. Oh, wait. so I do still need that to get in here. Go all the way over here, and in this treasure chest we have a rice bowl. 50 cents. Ooh, this seems like a dangerous area. That was close. I didn't want... Stay over there, Bonkers. There we go. Now you're safe. We got the Tuts mask. Ooh, ooh, no, don't. That's just me being bad. And that's just me being lucky. Okay, you got health back there. I think that just leads to outside. Seems over here. You know what? I'm gonna go back out there for a sec. I want to risk that guy coming in and wrecking him. Okay. It's alright. Luckily there's stone right over here. Okay, let's try that again. Stone right over here, so don't have to worry too much. Yeah, let's backtrack just a sec. So I want to get outside because I want to get to that. Oh, great. Oh, dang it! Can't even facepalm without still standing in lava. Ouch! Little logo down there. Where's all the stone? Okay, there you are. I wonder if that's intentional or not. Probably not, but it's still kind of funny. Okay, let's try this again. Slowly go across, not touching any of the lava. Yeah, see, that's this little entrance up there. And if we go back down here for a sec, need some pancakes. And we can eat some pancakes. And we can see what's over here. I think you can get that with beam, but I don't remember. So we got ourselves an elevator in this castle. I want fire for some reason. Oh wow, this... I forgot how much stuff there. Oh. Okay. Never mind. I was hoping to kind of float down near the edge there. Oh, don't tell me I have to hit that again. No! I mean, it's not hard, but still. You know what? We're gonna put a pin in that area for now. Let's go back to that place where we were before. Who knows? It'll probably loop back anyways, knowing this game. Alright, so we got that rock guy up there, and Oh, where'd he go? He's gone! You know, the best thing you want in a place like this is rock, if you're doing... Ooh, this area is kind of cool. Yeah, so, as I was just about to explain, if you get the sleep ability, you lose your copy ability, and you are basically sleeping for a short amount of time, so it's not something you want to get if you're trying to get something like a treasure. Like Mr. Saturn, apparently. Yeah. And it's not so bad on the way back because you got the wind pushing you, but still. Take a nice little nap. So let's get Rocky over here. Star of all those movies from the I think it was 70s and 80s. You know, Eye of the Tiger and all that stuff. They couldn't fit his physique into like the Kirby aesthetic, so they just made him a rock, which I think is, you know, kind of clever on their part. We got armor. Okay, we're in the stars now. We get ourselves some food. We got a little hint there, like, oh, there's a treasure chest. And you can see that there's like some strong wind kind of pulling us down. So. There we go. 80th time's the charm. In our treasure box, we got a treasure box. Ah, okay. Whoa, that kind of shoots down pretty fast. Alright. Go over here. So that's that area. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't just start off right away. Whoa. You know, going into speedrunning. Kind of glad I'm doing this practice stuff first, because it would have been honestly really frustrating to watch me do this, you know, with a live stream. But at least now I get a little more practice and stuff. Oh, I think I need a rock here. That's not good. Skip that guy. Yeah, I think... Do I need rock? Excuse me. Yeah, I think I might need rock Kirby. Stone Kirby. Oh, what is this? I forgot this was here. Oh, this is one of the cool bosses, Chameleon. Oh, gets swallowed up. It's not often that Kirby gets swallowed up, I think. Oh, I wanted to swallow him up because he gives you a rare copy ability, the paint ability. I guess we'll have to... Maybe let's go back and see what we can do for that that treasure there. I think I'm gonna be Bird and win Kirby for a while. But how? I think I'm just gonna have to go back and get stone. I did not remember that guy was there, so that was kind of convenient. Okay, so... Alright, burning wheel, I'll catch you later, I guess. Yeah, so that's why I wanted that, because it allows us to get in here. Looks kind of nice. Except that starts to happen after a little while. What is... Oh, I don't want to go in there just yet. And I know that leads to the outside, but I don't remember if we can get back or not. I think you can. Let's... Yeah, see this thing. Ooh. Nope, I was wrong. Can't get back in there. Dang it. Can you get in anywhere up here? Just get on these things. Alright, well, let's go a little bit of a different route, maybe. Well, actually, we didn't lose too much time. Not that we're really counting time right now. I think just jumping like this is a little faster than trying to hover up. Oh, there we go. That's what we want to see this stream. Buff dude flexing. Yeah, I couldn't do that in real life. Oh, Parasol is one of the abilities that you can use in water, so maybe I could have gotten that instead. Oh well. Okay, note to self, don't go down that, don't go in that door that we went in before. Oh, right. So this is a spot where I think you need stone to get the gold crown, which is pretty nice. What's over here? I'm gonna try and keep stone for a little while, because I'm gonna need it later. You mean, yeah, like right there, maybe? Might need that there. Need something to cut it. So we have access to stone here. I'm gonna give that guy stone Kirby powers for a little while. It's kind of like a little puzzle almost. You know what you need, you just have to find it. Yo-Yo can give cut stuff. I'd be very surprised if it could. Double check. Down, up, Y, gazer spiral. Oh, that was that thing that I didn't know how to do. That's pretty cool. But it doesn't make the cut. Alright, so we need something to cut cut that. Where can we find such a copy ability? Oh, okay, I see. Now... Oh, I thought that would maybe break that. Oh, yes! Thank you, Rocky. Have a lucky break there. Whoa! What'd you do, Rocky? Maybe I should stop dying. Okay, let's just go up here with no issues. Eat that food. This food. Share some with Rocky. Beat up Jim. More food with Rocky. You know, floor food is the best food, according to Kirby. Okay, and what do we get for all our hard work? I don't know yet. So that's the cool thing about Mirror as well, it can deflect projectiles. You get the King's Cape. Okay. Alright. I can dig it. For all that effort just to protect the cape. I'm okay with that. I think that's all we needed to do for this path. So now it's okay that we go fall out of the castle here. Go right over here. Some of that. Some pancakes. There we go. Now we got this long elevator ride down. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do this. Just kind of hang around over here, falling at the same speed that the elevator's falling. I know I'm gonna need fire here, but I don't remember what else I'm gonna need. So, oh right, okay. How about that fire? Oh, you know what? I think we go with the top path. I think this is gonna loop back the treasure here. And we'll just, oh! I didn't think he'd, be able to grab me there. I don't remember what that guy's called, but... He's, kind of an interesting guy. Got a turtle shell. So again, a lot of Nintendo franchises are making like cameos with these little things here. Oh, that's interesting. I think only helpers can help here. I'm gonna go over here. Come on, Rocky. You're gonna need that. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Burning Leo. There we go, see? And now we can get in this cannon, no problem. Or I can. That allows us to get over here. That's pretty funny when that happens with the helper and everything. We got the sword. Excuse me. Although that walking animation for Burning Leo is kind of cool. Imagine just like walking around like flipping your hair all around like that wherever you go. That's gotta be pretty cool. Yeah, this is what I was thinking would happen. So if we just kind of hold here. Ooh, a little closer than I was expecting it to be. Got the warrior shield. Ooh, okay, that works. I'll take it. I think that's all the treasures for this area. Alright. That took a lot longer than the first 20 treasures, huh? Yeah, this is probably the longest sub-game out of all of them. So that's gonna be interesting if I do 100% speedrun on this. Really hoping to showcase that paint ability. We don't need to save. Let's just go to the mine carts. Okay, so we have ourselves the last area here with an explosion of birds to start things off. And we finally have the winter time. Alright, so that's the only thing there. Just trying to think if there was any, ooh, right. Okay, so I think there's a little puzzle here. Oh, that's not the puzzle. I think you want to get Jet. Yeah, see, that's kind of close to getting in there. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you need a wheel or something. I can't remember. We'll try all of these, and then if nothing works, then we'll well, bird's not gonna work. Wind's not gonna work. Maybe ninja. I don't remember how you're supposed to do this one. That seemed kind of close. There we go. And for our efforts, we get a katana. Cutting edge of ninja technology. So, okay, let's go and save this here. Save that record. So we have 3 different paths here. Getting kind of close to the end. I think this is the last major area. We got the sun and the moon. So you'll notice this is the only one with running water, and we can actually pass through it to get the charm. It took me so long to figure that out when I was a kid. 'Cause I just thought it was like a scenery thing. Nope. So these are kind of fun. You go in these. That one's a dud. You alright there, Burn Leo? So in fact, I'm pretty sure that middle one's the only one that's gonna get us to where we need to go. So we do that, and this one. And we get the Christmas tree. The Xmas tree. $400 for a Christmas tree is a lot more than I'm willing to actually spend. Oh yeah, I guess maybe this one is a real one here. So you have to do that. Go in here, let's see what happens. I forgot. Alright, we get this cloud area. So it's another branching type section. Left or right? Right! Right was right. Kong's barrel. All the references. The other one's gonna break the thing to get the Gordos down. So it's not really worth it. Don't want to get hurt. Just gotta navigate this carefully. And we get Ramia's scale, which is probably a reference I don't understand. That's okay though. Here, you can be a ninja. I'll be a bird. And you'll be a bird. Okay. And now you're plasma. Neat. See, this is where it'd be a little handy to have another person here to help with all of the breaking of these blocks, because I don't remember if there's any hidden stuff over here or not, or if it's just like cool food and things. Yep, just food. Okay, where to next? Down here, I guess. With this ability. Alright, see you, Plasma Wisp. Let's see if this will work. Nope. I need like a parasol or something. Oh, hey! Did not plan that, but I'll take it. Get back to that in just a sec. Ooh. Timing thing here. And I did not make the cut. Oh, you know what? I need a wheelie ride. I need a wheelie ride. Let's just wait a second for that to reset. Can you just not make that if you're... Oh, you can jump. What was I doing? Dang it. Gotta be really precise with that, I guess. Almost had that. What am I missing here? I keep hitting that wall. I need to figure out how to not do that. Aha! Did it. And we get the tire. Now that's a good price for a tire, 11 bucks. I mean, granted, it's one tire, so still. But I don't think that's a bad price. Ooh, don't want to get that. Oh, I do need that, though. Alright, just scooch over. Neat. Okay. Oh, I do need to go back here. What's in here? Get the Spirit's Charm. $785. So the nice thing about Parasol is it protects you from falling projectiles, and it'll keep you dry in the rain. I don't think there's anything down in these sorts of areas. Yeah, I think that's it over there. Just to be sure. Yep, that's everything. Alright, let's get that treasure we missed. Is it here? To get that somehow. That's not what I want. Maybe I could do like a super jump off of the... Well, it's not going to cut it either. Is there anything I can do for moves here? A lot of possibilities. What ability would be useful to have here that I could get easy? That's why this particular one takes so long, at least for me when I was a kid, just because all these little puzzles that, you know, have solutions, but sometimes it requires you to backtrack. I don't think sleep's gonna help here. something that attacks up is the issue. Wait, do I just use no copy ability? Also, what's up here? Oh, there's nothing over here. For that side, anyways. Door up here. Let's see what we got. Alright, that's kind of nice. Jeez, I'm having so much gas today. Again, something that you'd only hear from a professional streamer. Oh, wait, maybe... No, not sleep. Maybe I do want bird. We'll try it again. Maybe you can do something like that to get rid of those blocks. That block. Can't swallow that block. Oh. Guys, I solved the puzzle. Only took 1,000 years. We got shiny bamboo from it. Not just regular bamboo, we got shiny bamboo. Alright, I think that's everything over here. So, let's hop on this star. Sail away. Where will we end up? Back here. Save our progress real quick. Do I go here first? I forget. I'll go in this one. Let's get caught real quick. I think that was one that we didn't want to... Oh, maybe not. Alright, so... There's a Maxim tomato. This game... You know, I'm kind of glad I got these helpers over here, because this is just really entertaining. If I was trying to fly that fast with the wing ability, I couldn't do that. I couldn't flap that fast. Whoops. Do for this puzzle then? Oh, you know, go left to right like you normally do. Got it. Okay. No worries. Just cut that snowman and then go through these doors. We'll just take the bottom route, because everything resets, just like in real life. We get a platinum ring. Nice. Whoa! What happened there? What the heck just happened there? You guys saw that, right? Is that a way you can get out of bounds? Must be. Alright, come on, be a yo-yo robot. There we go. Oh, right, this is... I forget exactly what I'm supposed to do this one. Nope, that's not it. It's all these springs. What's over here? Oh, another spring. And we got the Triforce. Jeez, I bet Link is missing that. How's it gonna be Ganon with, you know, none of the Triforce? I think how's Ganon gonna really take over with none of the pieces of the Triforce either. Ooh. Yeah, we made a bit of a mistake, because that's the final boss there. So let's just kind of ignore that. And just go backwards for a little bit. I mean, you know, the final boss we gotta save till the end, right? Let's try this route instead. I had a feeling that we need to go here first. Alright. Whoops. Nope. Timing is everything. Alright. And we have ourselves a fight. Aha! I'm learning. And now we fight. And now we get a raccoon doll, which is totally not a Tanuki. That's pretty sweet there. There we go. Oh wait, actually I think I want Crash here. Let's not die first. Did not remember that being there. Figures Gordos are the only things that can survive down there. Shell whistle. It's the magic conch, guys. Can summon Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. We don't die, though. No, I said don't die. That's the thing. Alright, get this one up. Now, we'll use our awesome newfound powers to push a switch! Could also use I think we could also use a copy ability for that. Ori Halcon. Alright, that's a nice crystal. Anything down here? What is down here? This is just another route that you can take to avoid that. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. I think we got everything we needed. No, we didn't. We missed something. I know where it is. We're back here. We missed some things over this way. Not that way. This way. Oh, come on. I just wanted... I wanted to give... oh, we just missed this. Pegasus wing to go with our unicorn horn. Now, is that all the treasure that we need? We're missing some. What are we missing? Clearly missing two things. Oh no, I hope we don't need to backtrack. Got all of our pieces there. So the King's Cape and the Gold Crown are... We're back a little ways. Definitely missed two. That's no good, guys. Alright. Let's see what if we missed anything back here. Alright, so these are normally labeled in order, so that's where the katana was, which means we missed two in the previous area, which means we have to backtrack. Let's be a bird for that. Okay, let's see what we're missing. Yeah, let's not take the minecart this time. Minecarts are for winners. What is going on there? You can see all down when you count how much gold we have. We're missing a little bit of gold, and by a little bit I mean a significant amount. Because, well, we're almost there, but. This area. Where did we not go, I guess is the question. Can't go back in there, clearly. Did we miss something in here? We must have. If you guys see any spots that I didn't go in, feel free to let me know. Right in here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Oh, okay. You know that pancakes have surprising health benefits, like preventing starvation? It's true. Ask any healthcare professional, and they'll be able to tell you that pancakes do, in fact, prevent you from starving. Oh. Well, I gotta worry about dying, but other than that... That's not where we want to go, okay? Try that again. tell, this is a long one because we still have 2 more subgames to get through after this. Nice and easy there. Okay. Mask. Oh, right, that's back over here. Maybe we missed something this way? Where are you? Let's go this way this time. One in here, right? Yeah, we did that one. We got the treasure that's over that way. We go in here. Yep. Very scary one over there. Oh, maybe I can show you guys the... Oh, never mind. I thought I was gonna trigger the fight again. Oh, maybe I didn't... I don't think I did this. I think I died here or something. This is definitely the place, I'm pretty sure. Definitely sure it's almost the place. Yeah, this is, like, brand new here. What is here? Getting kind of brighter as you go up here. Oh, interesting. Alright, so I gotta... There was that switch down there, right? Yeah, okay, so it's just... get to the end before the switch timer runs out. Like that. Perfect. Oh, dang. It's not like I can just clear out those enemies either. So close. I'm just gonna wait there for a second. Oh, you know what would be easier? A cutter. There we go. Now it'll be slightly easier to die and do that whole thing over. Oh, at least I spawn back here. I'll get the fire ability. Skip all these. Fly over here. Aha! Did it. And there's one of them, the model ship. Nice. And Maxim Tomato. Cool. So now I just have to figure out where that last piece is. It's gotta be nearby, because, you know. Okay. Where is the end there? Oh, you know what I bet this is? If you go through one of the other directions, you get popped out here. Yeah, thought so. Alright. Let's see what's this way. Okay. Oh, okay. There's, that was a jet. How do I even get up here? Needed that fire, apparently. Maybe I can light it with the jet instead. Ooh. Sweet. Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. It just died, so at least I can get fire. 1-9 off. Okay. I know one of these is like hiding a secret entrance, like that one right there. Finally, okay, so that's Sun Ring, and that brings us to our grand total of, yeah, 9,999,990 G's. All the way up here. Yeah, this is just gonna bring us all the way down here. Is there anything further up, actually, before I go way too far down to check? Actually, be pretty handy to have Jet here. In that way. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything, but I just like to check sometimes. Okay. So we're finally ready to face the end. The birds again. Ooh, that chicken got dangerously close. Go all the way back down. Grab some soda. Save our game too, just to be safe. I doubt we're going to be using up all 9 of these lives, but still. Oops. Yep, and here we go. Meant to press A, but that's okay. Got all these different treasures, all 60 of them. Now, got 2 cool copy abilities. Bring the heat in the final battle. Oh, I did right. This again. All right. There we have. Oh, okay. I guess we're being bombed. And the final boss for the Great Cave Offensive is Wham Bam Rock. Alright. Gets freaked out when we don't get hit. Ah, I like the block for Ice Kirby, just a rock there. Rock, a block of ice. Almost. And there we go. Well, alright. I was hoping to save him, but what can you do? Except make a new friend! You got all the treasures that you found inside the cave. Can't think of any more lyrics, but still, must be nice to just fall into a cave by accident and, you know, basically get $10 million. Or I guess 100,000 if we're doing the, like, 100 gold is $1. And we find ourselves back at the beginning. And once we come in this way, we have a handy star to bring us out of here. Whew. Okay, that's why we couldn't get in before. It was blocked by some rocks. And we got a nice little credit scene showing you all your accomplishments that you made. You got the gold medal, you got the gold coin, you got the whip, and the other 57 items that you collected through here. So yeah, that's it was a fun one. It's just a little much for one game, so that's probably where a lot of the optimization would come in a speedrun, for example. So we'll get a nice opportunity to stretch and stuff. Alright, so let's relax for a sec. I'll go and check in on some stuff real quick. Yeah, definitely this is the one I spent the most time on. Probably days going through this game trying to get all of the different treasures. And an interesting thing about this is that when you actually go and you know, beat the game with fewer treasures, you don't get to see all of these clearly. I don't remember if it's just gaps in there or if it just cuts it short after a certain amount of time, but it's definitely nice seeing all the treasures you got throughout your adventures. Alright, yeah, treasures found 60 out of 60. Total, lots of G's. Congratulations! You found all the treasures. Even the dime. Alright. I'm just gonna take a look at this. Take a look at this chat box real quick. Oh, whoops. Okay. So I was hoping to, fix that, luckily. I wanted chat messages to kind of cycle through, so keep it up for a little while, but, yeah. Alright, so that was a nice thing to fix there. Okay. Okay, so that's fixed. Now that it's been like an hour or two with those messages up in the chat box. So now that we have all of our treasure, we can pay for Dynablade's kids' student loan debt now. So that's fun. We got 2 more to do, and I think we still got time this stream to take care of them. A little longer of a stream than I was expecting, but, you know, what can you do? So we have, these 2 are definitely not as long as Great Cave Adventure. That's definitely where the big time sink is. I think it shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna think for a second, but, maybe we'll save these for another time, actually. Because, although they're not as long as the Great Cave Offensive, they're still, like, they're still pretty long. So, maybe save that for another stream. But maybe to wrap things up for the night, we'll do some of these sub-games. So let's do Megaton Punch. We'll do all 3 levels, and then we'll call it a day. So, as the name implies, we're punching things. So the goal is we want to kind of time things. They're all timing based. We want to time things so that we can go and basically punch through as much as we can. So that was pretty good. I got 1 perfect there in the beginning. And we get our score in megatons. We face 3 opponents, so it's all about kind of making sure our timings go well there. All right. So our last one was 189. So what was this one's got to be? 184. Sorry, Knuckle Joe. I think we can beat that. After all, it is level 1, so it's not going to be terribly hard. Okay. Let's try level 2 here. I'm going to wait till this guy finishes all this stuff. That way I can focus on, you know, getting perfect and stuff like that. Oh, I was really hoping to get 3 out of 3 there. Still, 194 is not bad. It is 2 out of 3. Okay. That's another one. I don't know why people think it's a good idea to punch halfway through a planet, but I guess we'll just kind of work with it there. great to have all 3 perfect on here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it, and I don't think it's really worth it to keep trying to get it, so. Because, you know, that's just a lot of extra time, so. Got my breath caught in my chest for a second, like, is it going to be all 3? And as soon as I thought that, it kind of tripped me up there. Yeah, well. Just a little bit too late. I think the only difference between what I did in Best is that it just goes the crack goes all the way through the planet. So I don't know. I guess it's best to keep Popstar in one piece. Maybe we'll save Samurai Kirby for next time. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap things up, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed. And next time, which is gonna be Tuesday. So right now I'm gonna be streaming Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the plan for next time is to get some practice with Revenge of Meta Knight and this other one, Milky Way Wishes, that is kind of not put up on the corkboard yet. And that'll pretty much round out the practice that I was hoping to get from this sort of stuff. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be it. Thanks you guys for coming, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a nice night.